Okay, I'm going to say this. If we don't get it together by the time February of next year comes and the mayor and your aldermen are getting ready to run for office, you think by now to next year we're going to have problems? You have no idea. I keep saying over and over again, don't take it personal when constituents decide they want to change and they need something new. 37 Ward, 14 years in office. But you don't want nobody to say what you need to improve upon. You don't want nobody to mention where you feel short at without taking it personal. You don't want nobody to do that. To trick, manipulate, deceive, to hold on to something does not speak of a person with a good character. Not at all. A person who holds an office and know they have done a great job at representing their people will be willing to groom somebody to take their seat. You would not take your position and ask people to give you the utmost respect when you haven't given respect, because you have to give in order to get it. You can't ask for people to respect your title, your position, when you don't meet the needs of the people. And I'm one who don't sugarcoat. Not at all. So when I call out for a reason, because I know what I'm talking about. 14 years in office. Too many abandoned buildings with red X's. Too many streets that had potholes and not fixed until the lovely mayor decides, to get a brownie point or something under his belt for his election. But fixing streets is not going to do it. What about the basements of the city homeowners that flood all year long because you all close the drains off downtown so your downtown corporation would not flood? When you see the need to bring outside organizations in, and you don't see the need to provide funding to organizations already inside to sustain, then I have a problem with that. When I watch the Walgreens walk out of the community and I see liquor stores everywhere, pawn shops, in the 29 ward is Deborah Graham's and 37 is Emma Mint's ward. When I see these things and you got the nerve to walk around with an attitude, your lips all tight, I'm not moved. I'm not bothered. Because, it's my right as a voter to expect greatness in my community. It's my right. And if you take an oath of office, then you should not be mad when I expect you to do your damn job. It's your job to do. You've made an oath to serve the people, but instead you all serve yourself. So I say, you have to clean house. And I know people saying you being hypocritical, you say it's about the governor. Yeah, I'm not liking Ron. Bottom line, he's a Republican. He ain't helping nobody. He ain't gonna give nobody nothing that has a need. And I already know that. I see that coming. But for the alderman's race, oh, I know what I'm talking about. You sell your neighborhoods and your communities out to the highest bidder. You don't spend all your funds where you should spend them. And that's boo to you. Boo to you. Now you want to walk around here like you this perfect individual, and you are not. It's not personal. This is not a personal attack against you. It's an attack on your representation as an alderman to your community, to your 37th ward. That's what it is. So call it what you want. But corporations expand, they grow when they change. The CEOs, the presidents, the vice presidents, because they have new ideas. Fresh blood is good. Fresh blood. Dialysis patients get their blood clean so they can keep living. And maybe we need to think on the dialysis method. Our wards, our community needs to have our blood clean so we can have some growth and some progress. We can build up so we can be just as good as the suburbs in comparison to recreational facilities, things for our kids to see our education, our schools bumped up to better levels so our kids won't be on the D and F and bus to special locations uh, for tutoring and all that stuff when they should get good education in the school in which they attend. So if you take offense, Emma. I don't care. I really don't. And if you research this, your campaign manager find it, fine, so be it. I still don't back down. I still mean what I say. I know you won't do nothing, and even if it don't turn out the way it should turn out, and so happen you keep your seat, I still will feel the same way. And if you keep your seat, you will still have to represent. If you don't, then you don't need your seat. You don't. It's not your world. It's everybody else's world around it. And when our tax dollars pay for your check, that 100 some plus thousand check that you get, then you need to represent your blocks, your neighborhoods, and your community and your ward like you took that oath of office to represent it. And we as constituents need to make sure their ass is represented. How about that? Because see, I'm pissed off. This is the calmest pissed I've ever been. But I am pissed off and I am tired of us being neglected and ignored. Bottom line, it gotta stop.